Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, my dear students, for the third online session. Inshallah, we are going to resume the topic which is called, or this unit, regarding the communication. And we have finished with lesson 1. It was about the different types of communication. And inshallah, today we are going to go for something new, which is it's personal. So lesson B, it's related somehow to your life and your personal side and your personal conversation, and how can you deal with different situations. So from the name itself, it's called it's personal, which means we are going just to go deeper and deeper and deeper for personal situation to know how can we deal with them in the real life. So guys, again and again, I need just to focus on something very important, that we are not just giving you the material just to keep it and memorize it and just to try to answer the test. It's only kind of just repeating and just like you practice the language in different sides. So I need you please just to try to keep up with us as much as you can as a language, okay? Not a curriculum or not a syllabus, you should finish it, okay? So let's start. So here that you have this question, and as we used to do in the class, we have like different questions, and I need you, when you're while watching, to focus and to try just to concentrate and try hard to answer with me those questions. So the question is, have you ever heard someone talking about you? What did you do? So guys, it happens a lot when you just have like some friends, you are gangs, you know the word gang, like different groups, and people, they are divided into groups. So, and you just once that you heard someone is talking about you, so what's gonna be your reaction actually in this part, and what did you do if that is exactly happened with you? So let me just share my experience that it happened, and I said that I'm totally sad about this, because yes, this is really bad action. If you are just angry at me or you're sad at me, you can just come in to talk to me. So it was like very embarrassing situation for that person, I think. So what's your personal experience with this one? So I need just you to think about this and to try, as we exactly used to do, to record this experience and to try to talk to yourself or just maybe your friends. But first thing that I need you to think deeper and deeper and to try to talk. Okay, so think about this. Yeah, here we go. So here it's a kind of discussion that read and let us know if you were those person. Okay, what is your reaction? So guys, here I need you to think. You have here 3 people, okay, and everyone, okay, he just had an experience, okay, with this kind of just overhearing something. When you overhear something, that means you heard something intentionally or unintentionally, okay, in a conversation you are not a part in, which means this conversation you are not involved in, you are not a part of it, but you maybe that you overheard it accidentally, okay? So here, just let's go together. I have here the first person, which is Lewis. He's 23. Rebecca, 25, and Pam, she's 18. Every one of those 3 persons that was in like a situation, hard situation, that led them to say, I wish I hadn't heard that. Okay, so which situation exactly that after you heard it, or a conversation after you overheard it, you said this sentence, I wish I hadn't heard that. I wish I hadn't heard that, which means when we call it in Arabic, to be just more specific, يا ريتني مت قبل ما اسمع الكلمة دي. It's like the same. Okay, so I wish I hadn't heard that. So let's go for the first person and read it quickly together. He was on the bus to work, and I heard my boss's voice behind me. I think he was talking to the office manager on his cell phone, and he was telling her that it would be a bad day at work. He told her that, and he explained that they were going to lay off my entire department. So what does it mean, lay off? Lay off, actually, this is a verb that you use it to say that this department is not existed anymore, which means we are going just to leave it out from the job because there is no tasks for them to do. Okay, so when you exactly to lay off something, that means act of making an employment, or just act of just finishing this department, or just leaving it out or crossing it out from the whole company. Okay, so this is the word layoff. And let's go for Rebecca. Rebecca is 25. Okay, she said that I overheard my roommate and her friend gossiping. Gossiping, I think that we said this word in the class before. Gossiping, and especially they are just girls. Okay, so when we have girls gossiping, so they are just talking together in secret about someone. So this is the word gossiping. Gossiping, when you talk secretly about someone, okay, and you hate that. If he's gonna hear that, it will be like a shame on you. So when I get home, I ask them what they were saying, but they claim that they hadn't been talking about me. I knew that wasn't true. It's really hurt my feelings. So she's gonna say for sure, I wish I hadn't heard that, because now she's very sad at this person, because he's gonna be like unemployed, and he just should seek for another job. Let's go for the third person, she's Pam. She said that last week I overheard my little brother on his cell phone. He was warning his friend. What does it mean, warning? When you warn someone, okay, so we tell them, for example, guys, I need you to study, because, guys, I'm warning you. If you're not going to study, that means you're going to just fail, or you're not passing the exam. So it's a warning. Warning, this is kind of acting or just telling you the last say, because then there will be a punishment. Okay, not to say anything. So of course I listened, and he said he was getting a terrible grade, which means a very bad grade in math this year. Okay, and he said it was a big secret too. In fact, my parents still don't know the truth. But now Pam, she's very sad about her brother, because he got a terrible degree or grade, but he didn't tell their parents. So she wishes that she hadn't heard that. Okay, so here we are going just to move on. Okay, to the here is a really very just a critical question. Okay, how can you confide in this word? From the picture, what do you think? Who, which means I'm asking about a person, can you confide in? What does it mean, confide? Okay, it's not from confident. It's another word, we call it confident. It's A-N-T at the end. Not confident, you are strong in the presentation and confident. No, confident. Okay, confide. Confide in, which means to have trust in, to talk to him about secret things about yourself. Again, who can you confide in? So this sad girl, she's talking to this like young and wise lady, because she's confiding in her. Okay, so confide in someone, which means you have trust in this person, you have confidence in this person, and also that you have the ability to talk to him because you feel relaxed maybe when you talk to this person. Okay, so confident means when you have a trust on someone, okay, to talk to him about secret issues, secret problems, secret things about your personality. Okay, so you actually, every one of us has a person to talk to him about secret things. And I think that other people, they don't have a person to confide in. Maybe, I think. Yeah, okay. So guys, I miss sure the discussion with you and to listen to your comments. But anyway, hope that you are going just to discuss together. Okay, alone at home even. Okay, so I need you to think about this situation also as a real life situation. Let's move. Yep. Why would you tell something to one person and not to tell another? Why? For example, we have different topics, different secrets, different types of personality issues, and we choose for each personality issue different person. Let me just give you an example. If I have a trouble or if I have a problem at work, which person I'm just gonna choose to talk to him about this? My colleague, okay, my husband, my family, For example, my best friend. So I have here 4 categories. Which one I'm just gonna pick it out or choose it to talk to him about this? If, for example, I have a problem with my husband, which person of those 4 I'm just gonna talk about this personal issue, and so on. So why would we tell something to one person and not to another? What do you think that the reason is? So I need you to think about the reasons together. Okay, so together, which means I know that you are alone at home. So together, I mean just everyone alone, and you try just to think, okay, about this deeply. Even if you have like groups, you can just discuss it together in writing, even or recorded. Okay, so here we go. Just for this one, as you know, that I think for me the reason behind this is because you feel some people, they are wise than the other. Wise, which means they have accumulative experiences, or they have more experiences than the other person. Let me just give you one example. My mother and my best friend. My best friend, she's like me. She doesn't have any experience, but my mother, she's like a young lady. She has accumulative experiences and she passed many situations before. So she's gonna be able just to give me like a very deeply rooted experience. Okay, so this is the difference. For me, this is the reason. So I need you also to think about the reasons, and inshallah I will know. Okay, so here the same situation that I told you, but here in the book that he did it in a really nice one, like he gave. He's asking you just to rank. What does it mean, rank? You are going to rank, which means you are going to put them in numbers based on your person, or based on your personality choosing. So here you are going just to say, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here 1 means till first, 2nd till 2nd, 3rd till 3rd, 4th or to till 4th. Okay, so if you have those different types or different topics, for each topic you are going to choose from those 4 people: family member, spouse. Spouse means your wife or your husband, a close friend or colleague. Colleague, which means a university friend, a classmate, whatever, okay, or at work a friend. So if, for example, you have a good news, maybe that you passed the course, you got a certificate, maybe just you are traveling, maybe that, for example, you have a new achievement, you're going to get married. No, it doesn't come with this one, I think. Okay, maybe you're gonna get married for the 2nd time, maybe. Okay, you're gonna tell your spouse, I think. Okay, so good news here, which means which one of those 4 members you're going just to choose. Good news. So 2 here, which means this is gonna be the 2nd person. But if you have good news, yes, for sure, it's gonna be your spouse, and then your family member, and then close friend, and then colleague. If you have if you have a bad or tragic news, what does it mean tragic? Tragic, which means a very bad news. Which one is gonna be first? Yeah, exactly. Family members, they are welcoming our worst situation, guys. Yes, I think so. And then he's gonna be your spouse, because you think with your family what you should do, and then close friend, and then colleague. Gossiping, what does it mean, gossiping? I'm gonna let you think about it. Okay, so first one about gossiping is gonna be colleague, and then close friend, and then spouse, and then family members. And the last one, personal information. Personal information, maybe about your salary, about your job, about, for example, you're just how old are you, and these things, or personal data and information. Where do you live, for example, how much money that you keep it at the bank, and these things. Maybe close friend, yeah, I think spouse, maybe, and family members and colleagues. Yes. Okay, so I need you just to rank them based on your personality or your personal news, and okay, discuss them together. Let's move forward to the last. Yeah, lovely important piece. It's a grammar. Guys, don't just get shocked. It's very simple and easy, and it's really nice as well. Here the last piece of grammar in this unit. So the last unit that we've tackled, or also just a piece of grammar. okay, about how can we express the way of behaviors and these things. And now we are going just to go for the reported speech. What does it mean, reported? Reported speech, as we said, that a speech has different categories, like statement like a sentence, or question, okay, or commands like orders, okay, or imperatives, or general truth. General truth, like for example, if the sun rises, or for example, everyday morning. So this is the truth. For example, if we're gonna say, for example, the earth is round, and so on. Okay, so here that we have different speech: statement, question, commands, and general truth. We have 4. And reported, which means, as you see here, between those as you see here, between those quotation marks, that which means this is not my speaking, it's taken from someone else, and I reported from someone else. So this is the meaning exactly of reported. I reported for you because I'm not the one who said it. Okay, so let's go for the different types of speech, and we are going to know for each type how can we just report it. Okay, so we can use between different types, like he told. Okay, he told someone, or he said that, but let's focus on mainly on he said that. So after said, in order to report my speech, I should start my reported statement, or my reported question, or just reported general truth, reported commands, by just certain things. He said that, okay. He asked, for example, him if 1, 2, 3. So there is a sentence to tell me that I'm not the person who just saying this. I'm just reporting for you. Okay, let's go for the statement. In the statement, guys, I need you to focus on really an important thing, which is if the sentence in the present simple, you are just going to step back for the past, or just like, for example, if you are in the simple past, it's going to be past perfect. If you are going just to be in the present perfect, it's going to be past perfect. So here it's a big secret, and it's between quotation mark. It's a big secret, so this is present, right? So in reported statement, he said that it was, simple past, a big secret. So here is a verb to be. Okay, here is a verb to be in the present, and here with a verb to be in the past. It was. Let's go here. I'm getting a terrible grade. I'm getting. So this is present continuous. So here he said that he was getting a terrible grade. They got engaged. So he said that they had gotten. So here is the simple past. So here is gonna be a past perfect. Let me just go for, yeah. She's been, that means she has been absent since Tuesday. So this is the present perfect. It's gonna be what? Past. Yes, perfect. So he said that she had been absent since Tuesday, because this is reported speech. So again and again, the last one that here, I'll meet you at the cafe. I will, it's gonna be, he said that he would meet me at the cafe. This is for the statement, like a sentence, normal sentence. If I'm just gonna go for the question, so question, guys, for yes or no, when you answer yes or no, like, did you know about the layoffs also, we mentioned it, we've just mentioned it. What does it mean at work? Layoffs. Go back and listen. Okay, did you know about the layoffs? Okay, so this is the question in past. This question, someone said it in past. How can I report it to someone else? So you're gonna say, for example, I asked him, okay, if he had known about the layoffs. So here, as you see, okay, I'm just gonna go from the simple past, as here, did you know about the layoffs, to be in the past perfect, okay? This is number one. And number two, guys, I'm not gonna go do it in a question form anymore. I'm just gonna do it as like a normal sentence by adding if. I asked him because I'm one who asked. Okay. So for example, let me just say in Arabic, لما تقول له أنا سألته. Okay. أنا سألته عن السالري الشهر ده. فانا عايزه اقول انا سالته لان انا معايا حد فانا عايزه ريبورت اللي حصل. So I'm just gonna say, did you know about, for example, the salaries? Okay, I asked him because I'm the one who asked. If I'm adding if why, just because I need to report the question in a form of a sentence. If he had known about the layoffs, normal sentence. Not a question anymore because this question should be directed to the person. He's not here right now. You've got it? Okay. What are you saying? What are you saying? I asked them what they were saying. Present, past. Commands or just giving orders. In commands or just giving orders, you can just give a positive order or just a negative one. Like for example, when I'm asking you just open the door. This is positive in the formation. Or in negative. For example, don't talk in the class. Okay? Or as here, don't say anything. This is a negative formation. So in the negative formation, you are going to say, for example, he warned, or he said, or he told me that. Okay? He warned his friends not to say. I'm gonna add not, okay, because it's negative here. Don't. Here we go. I'm just gonna answer with you the first two questions, and then I will leave you with something, and then we finish up the whole session. Here we are going just to rewrite them to use the reported speech. I'm not surprised at all. You ask yourself the first thing, is it present or past? I'm not surprised, so it's present. Is it verb to be? Yep, I'm not surprised at all. So here, she told me, huh? I wasn't surprised at all. Okay? Have you heard the news? Have you heard the news? Present? Yes, present perfect, right? So here is gonna be what? Huh? Past perfect. You ask yourself, is it question? Yup, sure. So it's gonna be add F in the sentence, just to add F. To do it in a normal sentence, no question. Have you heard the news? So it's gonna be, he asked me, huh, if I, huh, had heard the news. Okay, so I will leave you with the last here, that it's the key answers. You are going just to check your answers after you study and you exercise. Okay, so please guys, do not go for the key answers unless you finish all the things you need to check them and all the questions. Okay, so I hope that you got some information, new information from this session, and I hope that you're doing fine and great as usual, and keep up and keep your smiles like on your faces all the time. I know that we are just passing with the hard conditions, but inshallah we're going just to go through it. I know. So yes, I have finished, and I wish for you all the best. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.